Not just one or two, but all. Then, once the dog starts realizing that this is functional obedience, and if I just simply do these things on my own, then all that internal trauma, all of those things start dissipating on their own. And you don't even have to really address her fearfulness. The obedience did that. You don't have to address her, lack of, her inability to hear you when she's stressed. Obedience does that. What we have to do is just simply teach her that there are no compromises. Obedience is absolute. I say sit. I don't care if it's a freight train getting ready to run you down. You sit. You stay. Because two things happen throughout the course of that training. The dog learns that you're not going to hurt her. And by the same token, the dog also learns, you know what? Damn, I did that. Right? Confidence is a thing in dogs.
And they learn to trust you.
I'm sorry?
And they learn to trust you.
Yeah, well, that's where people start, and this is the thing that galls me. This absolutely galls me. We're on tape, you are running tape on this. People have a tendency to think in terms of the relationship first. No. Physics is how you train dogs. The relationship happens after. We were talking about that foundation, right? We lay course after course after course of the bricks for the foundation, the heavy things, the thing that's going to hold up the building, right? And then we frame it, and then we roof it, and then we go on the inside, okay? So in order to get on the inside, that relationship that everyone talks about, we have to do all this foundational work first. The relationship is developed. If you've ever been in a relationship with a significant other, you know this. You're attracted to this person. You find them appealing. Did you trust them right off the bat? No. How long did that take? 2 or 3 years? Maybe? Right? He's the only person I know that I've ever fallen in love with on site, and then however many months later we ran away from home. And we've been together for 30-some years, right? But the thing is still, even then, we went through a period of, I love you, but I'm not really sure I trust you with that piece of information, right? Or with this deep, dark secret that I had that I didn't really want to tell you because I was afraid, or I was ashamed, or whatever. How long did that take for you? It took a while, right? Because you had to build the foundation first. And people don't see that. It's like, we help you build a relationship, or we help you, what is the word that they constantly use, which really just cracks me up. We help you establish the relationship with your dog. The work does that, right? I'm not going to assign, okay, I therefore commit you to a relationship forevermore. That's not the way this works. It encourages a relationship. It builds stronger bonds. It creates trust. She is not in a trusting space right now. She's only known you for 6 days. She's kind of like, yeah, I wonder how this shit's going to work out, right? So, because again, she has all these prior experiences. And it's not that she feels a sense of abandonment more than she feels a sense of uncertainty because she doesn't know.
She doesn't have the consistency.
Right? And the bottom line with that is, especially with these kinds of dogs, is you're going to see a whole bunch of her going, I'm going to reserve my innermost feelings for a very long time because I don't trust you. And then she's going to emerge fully formed, sprung forth from Zeus's forehead. She may be a bit of an ass. She might engage in inappropriate behaviors because she's like, now that I'm relaxed, I'm going to act like the dog I know I am. You might not like that dog, right? So in order to protect against that, what we want to do is create an environment. See, now she's touching with her butt, right? She's going forward. She's like, I can't go forward, so I'm going to go backwards. So basically, now that she's relaxed, she's going to engage in behaviors that she always wanted to try. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have a bunch of stuff in place to make sure that she has no desire to do dumb things, like eat your shoes and bolt out your front door, right? Or attack your guests, or do things in inappropriate ways. Does that make sense?